Hello everyone, welcome to Azure Data Factory course. First of all, a short introduction about myself. I am Srinivas. I have total experience more than 30 plus years. I am a Microsoft certified Azure data engineer. I have worked with MNCs like Satyam Computers, Sharp Software, and Capgemini, HTC, and other companies. We will look into the course structure. Why this course is 100% practical, hands-on, lab-based course. One of the most comprehensive course on ADF, covers all basics, intermediate, and some of the advanced concepts, and understand and implement data warehousing concepts such as incremental loading, SCD type 1 and type 2, and real world scenarios based on questions and solutions for interview and projects. Who this course is for? Computers and non-computers students can learn this course. Now we will look into the course structure. As I mentioned earlier, this course is a practical demo based course. Only 5 to 10% is theory, rest of the content is practical demos. First we will understand the basic concepts of ADF with examples. Then we will look into the environment setup, creating the Azure account, a portal walkthrough and create storage accounts, a blob storage, Gen2, and create SQL DB, creating the ADF and SQL server in portal. As it is a demo course, we need to set up environment setup. Next we will look into building blocks of ADF, pipelines, activities, linked services, and datasets, file format triggers. And next is copy data activity. This copy data activity is one of the most frequently used activity of Azure Data Factory in the projects. So we will explore copy activity in full detail with all of important configurations and settings of copy activity. Next is parameters and variables. We need parameters and variables to make the pipeline dynamic. Next is control flow activities. Control flow activities will help you to build a flexible pipelines that will process a different kind of data in a customized way. Next is some of the important pipeline activities. We will look into it. Apart from control activities like store procedures, delete activity, and file activity, data flow activity, all these things. Next is mapping data flow, which is mainly used to transform the data. Next is we will grasp some advanced concepts like expressions, language and dynamic queries, triggers, event-based triggers, schedule triggers, tumbling window triggers. Next is monitoring. The ADF offering a different pipeline run monitoring capabilities. We will see all the monitoring capabilities offered by ADF. Next is real world use cases. We will see some of the real world scenarios. Fact and dimension tables, slowly changing dimension types, SCD1, SCD type 2, and incremental data load and bulk copy, implementation of incremental data and all. So we will understand all these concepts and we will implement it using ADF. Next is real world scenario based questions, which is for projects and interview purposes. In ADF interviews, generally the interviewer will give you some real world scenario and ask you to implement those scenarios using ADF. This will boost your interview preparation and will also help you to perform better in actual projects. We will look into some of the interview questions like copy files which are modified within last one day and bulk copy, appending source file name dynamically during copy, incremental loading, loading pipeline run details in SQL table for audit, and logic apps. And this is the overall course structure. As I said earlier, this is a practical demo based course with only 5 to 10% of the course content in theory. All the very best. Let's understand what is Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory is a Azure Cloud ETL service. Let us understand what is ETL service. Go to the Microsoft site and search what is Azure Data Factory. Go to the Microsoft site. Here we can see ETL service, code free ETL as a service. We use ADF for ingestion purpose, control flow and data flow purpose. We can schedule and we can monitor. And the ADF supports develop CI/CD concepts for deployment. You can see Data Factory offers full support for CI/CD. Here we can see extract. Here we are extracting the data and transforming the data and loading the data. That is called ETL service. We will create following resources one by one on Azure portal. First we will create Azure account, then we will create the blob storage, then data lake Gen 2 account we will create, then SQL DB, then we will create a SQL Server VM, then we will create the Azure Data Factory. Now we will create Azure account. In this lesson, we will create a Azure account. So for that we just simply go to web and search for create Azure free account. create Azure free account. You can click the link here. Click on start free. So in order to have an Azure account, you need to first have a Microsoft account. If you don't have Microsoft account, you can create here, click create one. Click on create one. Here you can give and you can create your Microsoft account. So here you can give your email ID and set your password. So in order to have an Azure account, you need to first have a Microsoft account. If you don't have Microsoft account, you can create here, click create one. Click on create one. You can create your Microsoft account. So here you can give your email ID and set your password. So let's assume we have created the Microsoft account here. So let me go back to the page. I will just log in through my credentials. So here we have to fill up the form to Microsoft Azure account. So first of all, let us see create your Azure free account. Here you can see popular services free for 12 months and 55 plus services always free. Okay, now we will go to form. And one more thing here is, like Microsoft will not charge you new credit card until you move the subscription to pay as you go. Once you enter phone number here, click text me, you will get the verification code. Enter verification code. Then enter other details, address, address 3 CP and details. Once you click I agree to the subscription agreement offer details, then it is enabling. Click on next. Here you have to enter your credit card details, then click on sign up. Like this, you can create Microsoft Azure free account. Now let us create a storage account. So to log into Azure portal, let's go to Google and search for portal.azure.com. portal.azure.com. Go to Microsoft Azure portal. sign in. Go to storage, click on storage account. Now we need to give some details for our storage account creation. First of all, we need to provide subscription. Ours is free trial. Then we need to create a resource group. For this course, we haven't created any resource group. So I am going to create a new resource group. Create new, give name, ADF birthday underscore demo underscore RG resource group. Okay. New resource group will be created. Now we need to provide a storage account name. There are some restrictions on storage account name. It must be 3 to 24 characters long and can contain only lowercase letters and numbers. I will provide my storage account name like ADF birthday demo SCA. It won't allow capital letters. Region, select as Central US. Performance, we select standard for demo purpose. For production purpose, we choose premium, but here for demo purpose, we choose standard. For redundancy, we can select local redundant storage LRS. Click on advanced. In the advanced tab, let's go ahead with the default settings here. Here I want to tell one important thing. In interview, you will get the question related to access tier. How many types? There are hot, cool, and one more is there. You will get later. Hot means frequently accessed data and day-to-day usage scenarios. So that time we will select hot. Otherwise, frequently accessed data and backup scenarios. For that purpose we use cool. Frequently accessed data we use hot. So here let's go ahead with the default settings here. And one more thing is Azure files. Enable large file shares. If we want to share any large files in our project, we need to select, we need to enable this. For this demo purpose, it is not required. We are processing small files, so we are not enabling here. So let's go ahead with the default settings here. We are not selecting anything here. Next, networking. Here also we are not changing anything. Next, data protection. Here, enable soft delete for blobs. This is very useful for to prevent your data from any accidental delete or any accidental modifications. This kind of scenarios we need to enable, and we will say that number days to retain deleted blobs, 7 days or how many days we want, we can enter here. So this is for demo purpose. We don't want to take take backups or any preventions, or so this is for demo purpose. So we don't want to maintain any previous state of data. So we will disable these options. This is for demo purpose, right? Let's go to encryption. Let's go ahead with the default settings here. Let's move to tags. Here tags also, I don't want to provide any tags here. Next, go to preview. We can see all settings here. Our resource group name, ADF Workday Demo RG, and location, storage account name, ADF Workday Demo SA, and deployment mode, resource manager, performance standard, replication, and other settings we can see here. Now click create. Now it is deploying. Now deployment is in progress. Wait for some time. Now our deployment is complete. Let's go to resource. Click on go to resource. Below sections we can see the services. Here we can see data storage services are containers. Click on containers. You can see by default one container called logs. Now we'll create the container. Click on container. Containers are nothing but folders in Windows systems. Containers are nothing but like folders in Windows system. So we are creating a new container here. I will give name as demo. And public access level is, we select private because we don't want any anonymous access. Let's click create. So the container has been created successfully. Let's go inside the container, and it is empty as of now. Let's upload a file. Uploading a file. I am uploading a file, VSR products CSV file format file. Successfully uploaded. we can see our settings: access tire hard, and file size is 59 MB, and here we can view and edit. Here we can change our access tire, change air, hot or cool. Now we can view or edit. We can see data here. Click on preview. We can see the product ID and product name. This is the sample data. Okay. We can download the file from here. Can download. Now we look at the file properties. Go to click on properties. Here we can see URL of our file. Copy and paste in Notepad. We can see our storage account name is, which we created, ADF Workday Demo SA. That is why we should have a unique name for storage account name. This is the base URL, and demo is our container name. This is our file name. If you go back to our storage account, if you go back to resource group, this is the home page. Under resource group, we can see our storage account. Then click on it. This is our storage account page. Here we can see JSON view in the right side, the right corner. JSON view, click on JSON view. Here we can see our primary endpoints. Here is our storage account endpoint URL. Copy this and paste on Notepad. We can see the endpoint URL is HTTP, same whatever we have. This is the exact URL of storage account. And one more important thing here is accessing the storage account containers. We can provide the access through access keys or shared access signatures per particular time of period. We can provide the access using this access keys or shared access signature. Later we will look into it. These are the keys which we can use to connect this storage account using our application. Key 1 and key 2, anyone, or shared access signatures. We can allow blob, file, queue, table, and allow resource type, service or container. We can allow all these services using shared access signature. So we have to use these keys as an authentication method in our application. So this was the overview of the storage account. And how to create a storage account.